Okay. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Good morning. Hey everybody, how's it going? Thanks for hanging in there for a second. I was on a phone call, just got off of it. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Oh, it took longer than expected. I was trying to squeeze that in before we started the live stream this morning. Thought I'd be off on time, but not quite, not quite. All right, got Nasdaq futures contract up here. What is going on with this bad boy this morning? Yesterday, big sell-off going on this morning. Yesterday. Not a big sell-off. It was fine. It was a pullback. It wasn't like crazy. I think we didn't even go down more than 2%. So it wasn't. I think seeing some other like CNBC, other people were putting it as a big rout in the market. It wasn't that big of a deal. What happened? Let's see. Open pen. Lots of selling coming in yesterday. It made a couple moves. It looked like to the upside that we was maybe going to make. I think it was here. It looked like it was about ready to break up, and then just failed. Just completely failed, and dropped for most of the day. I'm sure some guys got in a nice shorts on that. I did end up scalping the rest of the day and made it out green. So it was fine. Nothing too crazy, but what we've got coming on in here. Let's look at a higher time frame. Let's look at some silly technicals. Supporting trend line going on here. You can see it. Back end of this trend line, which was resistance. All of this is forming a big area of confluence at the moment. Very significant support coming in here. We've got, I would say, I think it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that 740 is 750 is a super key level. It's 20 SMA on the daily. We've had 2 touches on it already. Be careful of a false breakout to the downside, however, because we do have this supporting trend line coming into play right below it. It may drop down to that 700, find that bounce, move up, but we are in bearish move at the moment. So you also need to be aware of that. I don't know if I'd be buying it down here. You could take a small position. Here's a 4 hour, so we can take a little more detailed look at what's going on. Again, back trend line, back end of it, 2 touches here on it. Supporting trend line coming in here on it. Back of the band on the 4 hour, massive area of support down here. If that fails, if this area fails down here, its last hope of finding something would be down here, 11,450-ish down here. And then if price ever got down into here, it'd be see you later, sucker, and it would just shoot. So lots of support, area of support down here, 200 SMA on the 4 hour as well. This area where it's at right now is massively key support. And we want to see what happens with it down here. If you're looking to go long, you could take a small position down here, I would say around 11,700. I mean, it may get through this level and then come down to 11,700. So, this is kind of a zone. Again, I think you want to be careful of false breakouts of a break of exactly 740. 770. It's got some support right here. We're going to look at it in a second on the hourly, but big lots of levels of support down here. And now if it did break below 700, I think it would probably open up solid 100 points that you could pick up to the downside. So, if it gets through 700, I'd be looking to short it down here. At the moment, though, I'm just kind of going to sit on my hands and wait and see what it wants to do. You're not really going to want to buy it. What I was going to say before is you could take a small position down here with the expectation that this descending trend line of resistance would break. Very, very strong confirmed trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on this thing. I would say that is absolutely confirmed. And then if that breaks, I think you'd be looking for that leg up, which I think a lot of people are anticipating we're going to get before Christmas. Let's look at the hourly chart down here. What I was going to draw out. Yeah. So you can see we had all that selling coming in yesterday. Selling. Now we're starting to consolidate and range down here. The band is right up here. And then we've got the lower band down here. And I think we're going to chop around in here for a little bit. Not much to do within this area. If you're looking to go long, the place you want to go long is down here. You want to buy it down here, like 11,780. Again, but you got to remember down here at 740, we've got more support. It could break this level. It could break pre-market lows and then drop down to 740. Or it could find some support at like 775 and rip back up to 11,840. It's going to be very choppy in here. Probably want to sit on your hands and wait for some directional move. And then we've got this resistance up here, which you can see. So, I think it's going to chop around for a little bit. It's trying to figure out, its direction, its identity. And we've got these key support and resistance levels. Again, you wouldn't be looking to go long on it. I mean, you could try to reprice and buy something down here and hold it. You're going to have to withstand some drawdown on it. But you really wouldn't be looking to go long until we broke 11,900. We broke this trend line. Then you'd be looking for that move, I think, to the upside on it. So not a whole lot going on for me in terms of finding something on the open. I've been getting absolutely bent over a barrel trading the open. I'm usually, it seems like it's been for the past 2 or 3 weeks, trading the open and, trading the first 10 minutes or so and getting in the red $500, $600, $700, and then spending the rest of the day trading back to be up a couple $100. It's just sucked. So, I think you've got, for me, I'm particularly looking at this where I think it's going to be choppy. I'm probably just going to sit on my hands for quite a while today. So there's not going to be a whole lot of action, just letting you guys know. So happy to answer any questions about the trading stuff, but that's what I'm looking at. If we move down to even a lower time frame, we could see here. I don't actually want to see the 5 minute. I was looking at this 500. The 500 volume chart. We can see here we've got this ascending supporting trend line. Big level of support at 780. This could be a pocket to possibly pick up. As I'm looking at this more granular, I just said I'm not going to trade the open, and then I immediately find a trade setup. 774 down to 58. Again, you want to be careful though, but this does look like if this broke, it would pop down here. We are positive delta on the morning, even though we're negative on the day. That divergence should be noted. Market just opened. Let's see if we get them below 74 and we move down even further. Some support. These trend lines may just become irrelevant as the market opens. Market may just not give a shit anymore about that. And it may just say, look, playtime's over. Now we really need to trade. Now we really need to trade. You can see it more clearly here on a 2000 tick, just the massive support that's down here and the massive resistance. We are definitely in a pre-market range, and overnight session range. We buy 06, hold it up to 33. That's a nice risk reward. But it's the open. Don't trade it bear. Don't trade it. Sit on your hands. You have not been good on the open recently, and you need to be aware of that. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents. Ranging at the moment. We're looking for a break one way or the other. We are at a major higher time frame area of support. So we're gonna see what it wants to do. Fundamentals. Somebody asked me. I need to go answer my YouTube question. Someone asked me about. No, actually, someone didn't ask me about it. Anyways, I was gonna say why is the market pulling back so much at the moment? This is that the economy is still just too strong. We're getting good economic numbers coming out the last few days. NFP was good. We had numbers come out yesterday. PMI was good. All this stuff is good. And you're wondering, well, if all these economic numbers are so good, why is it sending the market down? And the answer to that is that a strong economy is not going to encourage the Fed to lower interest rates anytime soon. And we really need interest rates to go down. We really need interest rates to go down in order for the market to be attractive to investors, because it's hard to compete against a 5%, 6% CD that we may see at the beginning of the year, particularly in this market. So that's kind of what we're looking at in terms of why we're getting this pullback at the moment. But yeah, hit that like button, folks. I appreciate that, man. So I always want to know like the fundamentals of what's going on. Move here. Oh, you want to trade it so bad, but I'm not. It's the chop. You can clearly see the range here in 2002. Delta's positive, very bullish. Let's look at Booksies Mapsies. Coupon code below for Bookmap if you're interested in this fantastic program. You can look at high levels of liquidity. We do have a high level of liquidity sitting at 77. I bet we're going to come down and probably try to tag that. Yesterday we had a shit ton of orders sitting. I think it's 750. Was it 750 we were sitting at yesterday? Price was, I mean, you knew it was going to come down and fill those orders. It was like 120 orders sitting down there. You knew it was going to come down and fill it. A bunch of orders sitting up at 900. That would be, I bet we are going to come up to 900. Where's 900? Yep. I bet we're going to come to 900 at some point today. You knew it was going to come down there and yesterday and fill those orders. It just chopped up a bunch of traders before it did it. So, need to be careful of that. I'm looking for a larger term, a more patient trade to trade the breakout to the upside. 51. I'm making that trade decision based on cumulative delta. Being bullish on the morning. I think we're probably gonna get this move down here. Maybe, I don't know. Be a false breakout. But we've got a bunch of orders sitting up there at 900 that I think are want to get filled. 51, 52 up to 900 is a trade that I'm looking at. I'm probably just gonna sit on my hands and be patient. I don't want to get trapped down here. Does look bearish. Price action looks bearish. You break pre-market support, get that move down. Looks like you might get another pop down to 56. Yeah, and I'm not trading pre-market. You're not going to trap me today, Mr. Market. So that's the other news. What's going on with the channel? I'm removing monetization from the channel, so you should be able to watch all my videos, hopefully ad-free. I mean, I just make so little off the channel. I mean, it's like nothing. So it's like, why am I even monetizing this? Making people sit through commercials. So I turned off monetization on the majority of the videos. I think all of them that I could. You've got to do like batch edits, and it's annoying. So I batched edit some, and then I kind of patience on it, getting that move down. God, I want to hit that Control S button so bad. Yeah, Teague. This is volume profile. You need to have a NinjaTrader Pro, not NinjaTrader Pro. I'm watching this chart. My brain is frozen. You need to have lifetime license of NinjaTrader to have it. There are lots of third-party volume profiles. I should probably try to find one to share with you guys that's a similar product as the one NinjaTrader has. They're like $100 or something. The volume profile. Need to be patient. It's hard to be patient. Coming into the major area support, on the daily, 20 SMA, lows of the past two previous days down at 750. It's just going to be. Now, if it got through that, if it got through 700, it would be see you later down to 500, I think. And that would be terrifying. Because you should see a Santa rally coming in. Watching this thing. Ooh, this is dropping. Look at Delta dropping. Here it comes. Telling myself I'm not allowed to trade the open. Tired of having to trade back all day. It's going to find a good trade setup instead of chasing. Coming into value area low from yesterday. What was support is now resistance. You look at yesterday's profile. Again, you can see we're coming down to yesterday's lows over here. Big support above 850. So I think 850, it was this pre-market, sorry. Kind of like that 850 to 900. Grab some bears down here. Delta's gone negative. Clearly very bearish on that. If you're new to the channel, I typically draw out these blue boxes, which are support and resistance levels on higher time frames. And we can see here over looking at the hourly. Hourly, we can look at a 30-minute. Doesn't really matter. It's just your zoom on the market. We can see we had pre-market resistance up here at 11,840. We also had a couple touches here yesterday. So this is a big resistance level for me. This was a big support level, which we blew right through. Now we're coming down to the next support level. Down here at 750. This one is the big key one. This is daily. 20 SMA on the daily chart. We also, it's the low of the past 2 days. So a Monday and last Friday. Price came down here and bounced pretty aggressively, particularly on Friday. Down here. I'm kind of sitting on my hands. Now it's crashing through that. One of those days where you just sit on your hands and price is completely moved against you. Not moved against you, but is moved, and you're just left there with your zero P&L. And before you know it, this thing is down at 11,500, and I'm like, what happened? Wait, I was waiting for the long to set up. Well, guys, somebody stole my identity, ordered a bunch of shit on. This was, I didn't know they could do. They went to AT&T and they bought a bunch of phones. Not a bunch of phones. 2 phones and a watch, Apple Watch. Opened a line of credit in my name. Had it sent to some house that is for sale and empty in Ohio. Sure, they were just planning for that package to go get dropped on the front porch of that for sale house, and then they were going to go pick it up. Been on the phone with credit bureaus and freezing my stuff and canceling and whatever. So that's who I was on the phone with this morning. Yeah, no problem, man. Well, don't worry, because I called AT&T and they canceled your order, so it ain't coming. You're going to have to go find some other sucker. Yeah, if you guys don't know, you need to freeze your credit reports. You can freeze your credit reports by calling the 3 credit bureaus. You have to call all 3 of them, or you can go online and do it. Create an account and go online and do it. I had to call one of them because my account, I couldn't log into it. I couldn't create the account for whatever reason. So that's who I was on the phone with this morning. And yeah, they all got frozen and kind of wait and see. Yeah, it happened to me a few years ago too. I mean, it happens. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I'm not like financially stole my Mr. Somebody tried to do that too, man. Somebody was over in Discord and they created a logo and a profile picture and everything of me. And I think they called it future day trading instead of futures day trading or something like that. They were going on. acting like they were me. They're probably trying to sell people stuff. At that support level now, this thing looks horribly, horribly bearish. Yeah, it probably was you hidden dingers. Somebody. Some nefarious guy. Well, as soon as I jump in the short, it'll shoot up to 11,900. That's pretty much guaranteed. See how it's hitting that trend line right here. If it gets through if it gets down to like 674, and see you later, suckers. Point of control coming in here. There's no value area low, which is interesting to me. Typically, this thing's going to want to stretch out a little bit more. Sit on our hands and let some structure build here. There were some good opportunities yesterday that I took on pull up a 5-minute. You know, on this move to the downside. But when it finally started to break these lows over here, broke those lows, this over here was a good entry. And you're just kind of waiting for these 5-minute pullbacks back to the 20 SMA and getting a bearish candle. This one, stop out. Some of these, just these little 5-minute pullbacks where you get a little counter trend line, comes around the 20 SMA. Take that short. Those are pretty decent trending market entries. Coming into this LVN up here. Take that off so I can actually see the chart. You always feel like when you see a big move like that, you feel FOMO for sure. You don't feel FOMO because it's gone. I'm not fearing that I'm missing out anymore. I have the feeling of missing out. But you just got to recognize it. What was support may now becoming resistance. Delta looks very weak. Tara, you still use Bookmap? I know you're going on an indicator journey at the moment. Which seems to be working out very well for you, which is very nice to see. God, I think a bunch of longs just got completely destroyed. How's Replicanto killing you? Not filling your stuff? Josh? Just you see all this aggressive selling, weak or buying weak. It's coming. Two. Where's Parashiv? Parashiv, you out there, man? Good morning, Esther. What's up, SW Blaze? Hey, Airbank. Hey, Vernon. What's up, Lennon? Scalp Note. Eeg, thanks for joining us. What up, Jish? Parashiv, there he is. What's up, Parashiv? That was Romania. Oh. I will say one thing that this looks very bearish, very bearish. Bullish candle on the 5-minute, but that don't mean nothing. Gonna break lows and fall down to 90. Clearly getting that. Delta here is kind of leveling out, but it looks bad. The 4 hour basically sums it up at the. Where does it want to come down to? Look at this hourly close, jeez. 30, 15, like everything down through that support. It just seems like it's going to keep falling. But eventually it's probably going to want to come up. Hear that bear growl. I'm just afraid to chase it down here, although I think it's really on the trend. It's pretty difficult. Kind of like, I like those 5 minutes. Sometimes I like those 5 minute pullbacks where it pulls back on a 5 minute, then you get a nice bearish 5 minute candle, and then you short it. Sometimes it's just going to move. Sometimes if it's obvious where the market's going to go, I think it's that, yeah. Yeah, rhythmic for me on Bookmap kept disconnecting and reconnecting, disconnecting, reconnecting. Just had to close it. I don't trade off of Bookmap though. I just use it as a tool. Ugh. Pullback. PB is pullback. Down to 30. Yeah, I know, SW Boys. It's making me so mad. It's life. It's just falling out of the sky. Absolutely no pullback to get on it. Fibonacci. Yeah, Josh, I'm the same way. It's hard. It's hard to stay patient on that. Delta's starting to move up, but I mean, what the heck? You know what the best thing to do is turn on the World Cup. That's what the thing is. I got a TV in my office here. Turn on the World Cup. Just chase. I wouldn't long. Oh man, Taro is ballsy. Delta looks super aggressive though. Spain versus Morocco. Mind off this for a minute. Spain and Morocco are playing right now. It's weird. I've got the TV in my office, and then the TV out in like our like den area where we have like the TV where normally we all watch it. The broadcasts are two different times, so I'll be watching it in my office, and then I walk out there and it'll be on. And the one in the den uh, is like 2 minutes ahead of the one in my office, so it's super annoying. First world problems. That's what I got. See this downtrend on the 2000 tick chart, which shows it pretty clearly. We're in this down channel. Next stop on that, you could try to take a short as it approaches this. If it is going to get up there, I don't know. Delta looks semi bullish at the moment. Safe to say I can take these off. That's kind of the pullback you're waiting for, right? The pullback up here, bearish candle. I don't know if I'll get it. I think it might just drop. 5 minute. I like the 20 SMA entry on a 5 minute in a trending market. Don't know if I'm going to get that either. It's way the hell up here. 20 SMA on the 1 minute possibly. Spain is wearing a baby blue jersey. Looks kind of weird. LVN up here at 40 corresponds with the 20 SMA on 2000 tick. This downtrend line. It might be it. However, if this is a down channel, if we look over in the 4 hour, are we at the bottom of this channel? See it over here. Are we at the bottom of it? Or does it still have some room? You can see we're coming in a low volume node here, 20 SMA, downtrend line. Coming right up to it. That might be the only entry. I don't know. Maybe Josh. I don't know. I think that I think it has a lot to do with the economic fundamentals that have releases that have come out. See this big low volume node right here corresponds with that trend line. Let's do. A very nice V update would be nice. Yeah. Oh, my stock portfolio would love that. I don't know if we're gonna get it. This just looks too aggressive. Point of control coming in here. Morning, Kenya. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it, man. Have a good day. I'm gonna read this 5-minute chart. Drop so hard. Delta's starting to move up around this trend line. Up. Well, I don't know, guys. Good luck, Tara. I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. It's like it's time to go up, and it just doesn't want to. Dropped out of the sky, and now it's like, ugh. Here we go. Let's go up for a minute. Broke out of this trend line, then it came back, retested it, pushing up, but Delta's moving. Maybe the big guys manipulated this down so they could get in at a good price, knowing that it's going to come new highs. Boop, boop, boop. All right, keep pushing up higher because we're grinding up, coming into a big low volume area, low volume edge. Again, I'm looking for that 5-minute bearish candle. But I'm gonna go grab some coffee. I don't think it's gonna happen while I'm staring at it here. It's gonna take a quick coffee break. Coffee, boys, coffee, caffeine, caffeine. I'll be right back. Ooh. What's this market doing? I think maybe it wants to move back down. Oh gosh, it's got so much open to the downside. Delta looks bullish, but price action looks opened up to the downside. We're down to 70. Lots of volume coming in at this point. That's funny, Parashift. You can safely long, I'm sure. That is funny. Choppiness down here, huh? Hello? Yeah. No, it's in the main hospital. It's just if you walk into I can't remember. It's on the main floor. You can park in the you can just park in the parking garage, the normal parking garage where you normally park, and then just walk in through the main lobby. And then I can't remember what it's called. It's called Missouri Orthopedic Trauma. Is that what it is? Trauma thing? Yeah, there's y- yes, it's at the main building. You know where the information desk is? You know where the check-in thing is? You got to go and check in. You know how to check in at the main hospital? So you check in at the main hospital, like right at the reception, and then oh, sorry guys. I think I speak talking on my phone call here. Here comes a short. Oh boy, gotta get in. Is this a short? Is this the move? Trap some bulls up here. Or are we doing a double bottom? I don't know what's going on with this thing. Mike is hot. I know. It's okay. You guys didn't hear anything particularly important on. There it goes, right back up. Trapping some bears down here, and then we're gonna rip up. I don't know. The downside looks open still. I don't know. It looks open, but we're kind of at the bottom of this channel here. It looks like it's just gonna break support and just fall, right? trapped up here. Life trapped down here, I should say. God, this thing is gnarly. I'm probably gonna get stopped out on this. It's just too volatile. I really don't want to see it come back into the value area. I want to see it be out of balance and moving down. Rocco almost scored. Getting out. I can't even read this thing. This thing's moving so crazy. You think it's gonna? Actually, I don't know. We just hit the right at the bottom of this channel. Morocco's really turning it on, huh? This thing's out of its mind. Delta. Ugh. Well, Paraship, I'm feeling the way you're feeling, bud. As soon as I get in, it decides it's gonna go the other way. Rip in one direction, then as soon as old bear decides to get in, then it's like, nah. Let's just go the other. I don't normally trail my stops, but this thing is just out of control. I'm going to let it go. Right there below that. I keep seeing Delta moving up on it. Should want to come up to 50. Want to control coming in right there on that touch. Gotta take your stop though if it drops. Out. It should have gone more quick. Should have really popped through that. Just did. Might roll down to 23 now. I don't know, guys. I'm probably gonna jump off the live stream here. Go walk around. Take a break. God, that does look like it's gonna pop this 37. Let's see if we get it. Just doing technicals on this thing that we pop 37 and we come up to 46 or so. I'm just watching this price action just coming off those lows so aggressively. Coming off the bottom of that channel. It looks bullish at the moment just in terms of how price is moving. But that 20 SMA is support possibly. True. Let's go. Come on, little buddy. Come on, little buddy. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Just keep going. Let's go. Come on, little buddy. God. Should have popped. Should have popped harder. I'm out. Well, I'm gonna take a break. All right, guys. I'm gonna keep trading this, but I'm gonna take a break here. This should have popped real quick up to 47. Got out of it as it just didn't go. But it's kind of all now. It's probably gonna go. Very difficult to trade Well, we're gonna take one more stab at this long here. I do, I just look at this. I like this pattern. Lots of buying, little pullback. It should pop up to that 50 level. Just keeps failing at it miserably. If it gets back through 24, and then it's probably a short, but should want to go. There's just low volume node here that's causing it some problems. Feels like it's coming down though, right? Yeah, Delta's dropping. I'm gonna get out of that. 200 bucks down the drain. God, so difficult. So difficult. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a break. Thanks for joining me. Hope your trading day is going well. Big move going down, but big move to the downside there for today. Looks like it's probably hitting some resistance up here. Yeah, there's a LVN there. LVN. Maybe we pop up through. I still think it's gonna come to that 48 level. It's just giving us these fake outs. It's popping up. You think it's gonna go, and then we reject and come back down off of this low volume node. There's also some touches over here you can see of it. So then it's like, well, maybe we got the downside actually open back up, and with Delta starting to roll over here, it's just didn't work out. So that's the way she goes. All right, guys, only a couple $100. No big deal. I'll keep trading this, and we're coming off the bottom of this channel over here as well. Shit, I don't know. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks a lot for joining us. Take care. Please give this a like before I sign off. I'd really appreciate it. Helps put it out in front of other YouTubers to come check it out. Check out the channel. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go watch the second half of World Cup, second half of Morocco, Spain, the World Cup, and I'll keep peeking at the charts, see if I see something set up in a little bit. All right, guys, take it easy.